I was constantly bombarded with endless hauls, discounts, ads, and the worst notification. Each scroll would lead me to another purchase and another checkout. I was in this loop of purchasing without any intention. Hi, welcome to my channel Where to Find. I am Karishma and I am really excited to have you over here today. On Where to Find, we explore the world of conscious consumption and responsible shopping, where every choice we make as consumers matter. Here on Where to Find, I'm on a mission to find brands that are not just trendy but are also ethically sourced, responsibly produced, and genuinely care for our planet. But before all that, today I will be sharing my personal story of how I overcame my compulsive and impulsive shopping habits to become more conscious, mindful shopper. So without further ado, let's get started. I used to be a fast fashion addict. You know the type, new trends, got to have them. Low prices, count me in. I would mindlessly browse online stores for hours. Impulse shopping was my therapy. If I was bored, add to cart. Stressed out, add to cart. Feeling low, you guessed it right, add to cart. My index finger practically had the muscle memory of hitting that add to cart button. And being on social media made it even worse. I was constantly bombarded with endless hauls, discounts, ads, and the worst notification. Each scroll would lead me to another purchase and another checkout. I was constantly in this loop of purchasing without any intention. Eventually, I realized that I was shopping only because I could, not because I genuinely needed anything. I realized how bad my shopping patterns were in the year 2020 when the world came to sudden halt. With only essentials being delivered, I found myself going back to my shopping cart as if I was searching for something. I desperately wanted things to get back to normal so that I could resume my old shopping habits. But when days turned into weeks, and when I suddenly realized what kind of global situation we were in, something shifted. Instead of fixating on trendy outfits, cute accessories, I found myself thinking, what am I even doing? I realized I was filling my life with things that didn't really matter. Wasted countless money and time collecting things that eventually turned into unused accessories, empty notebooks, only because I was bored. The more I reflected, the deeper the guilt grew. I was squandering away my energy, focus, and a part of my identity. This realization hit me hard. I felt a deep regret, and I really wanted to do something of this regret and change my consumption habit. I no longer wanted to be a person who was chasing fleeting happiness through endless purchases. Instead, I wanted to become someone who cherishes what I have, someone who's mindful, who's grateful of my choices and my impact. That's when I made my decision. I'm going to consciously choose purpose over impulse and sustainability over excess. With this new determination, my first step was to understand what sustainability truly meant. I knew real change wouldn't happen overnight. So, I decided to get educated first. I took several courses that opened my eyes through activities and discussions. I learned shocking facts about the fashion industry's environmental impact, brands' unethical practices, and the huge amount of resources needed to produce just one piece of clothing. Armed with this knowledge, I started small by opening my wardrobe. I began taking inventory of my wardrobe. As I counted my clothes, makeup, and skincare products, reality hit me hard. I wasn't just collecting, I was hoarding. The next step was clearing my wardrobe. I donated unused items and learned to appreciate what remained. Rather than buying new clothes, I challenged myself to create different outfits from my existing pieces. Could I break free from impulse shopping? Could I resist my urge of adding to the cart? So, I set myself up for a challenge. One full year of not buying anything new. Breaking old habits wasn't easy. My shopping urges didn't vanish overnight, but each time I resisted, I felt empowered and closer to becoming the person I aspired to be. So here I am, 5 years later, And how's my journey going? Well, to be honest, it wasn't as smooth as I imagined. Initially, I was proud of my no buy commitment and I actually practiced it for 2 years. Working it from home also made it very easy. I didn't have any reason to shop. But 2023, I was called back to office, and that's when my resolution shattered. I found myself back again scrolling endlessly, finding excuses to buy shoes, bags, outfit for social events, work, and everything in between. Well, I wish I could say it was easy, but the struggle was very real. Some days I resisted the urge of adding to the cart, but others I succumbed. It was frustrating. Right when I thought that I had figured everything out, I was back again in the same loop. It felt like an impossible battle to win. And that's when it hit me. I didn't needed to be perfect. I just needed balance. That's when I discovered about conscious consumption and responsible shopping, a revelation that changed everything for me. Instead of banning to shop completely, I learned to shop with intention and with purpose. I discovered ethical brands. I developed key questions to ask myself before I make a purchase and focused on building a capsule wardrobe that was true to my style. I also realized responsible shopping is not about the destination, it's about the journey. Becoming a conscious consumer requires time, patience, and making consistent conscious choices. It's about progress, not perfection. Looking back, my transformation from no shopping to responsible shopping has truly been life changing. I've discovered ethical and homegrown brands that align with my values. Also, being an intentional shopper has improved my decision making skills in other areas of my life. Everything fell into place once I slowed down and made consistent, conscious choices. And if you're stuck where I was in this endless loop of fast fashion hauls, hoarding unnecessary items, and feeling lost, trust me, there is hope. Now, I would like to hear from you. Are you already on your responsible shopping journey or thinking of taking your first step? Share your experiences, challenges, or goals in the comments below. Let's build a supportive community of mindful consumers where we learn and grow together. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification. I will be sharing more tips, reviews, and stories about sustainable fashion and conscious shopping that you don't want to miss. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in my next video.